Hello and welcome. My name is Joko, and I'd like to officially welcome you to our TRX Express team. I promise I'll make this part of the video as painless as possible, which is why I will need your undivided attention right now. There's a few things that you need to know as a driver here at TRX Express. You have certain responsibilities towards each of our departments as our driver. First, you must communicate your ideas, intentions, and plans clearly and to the right department. Secondly, you must communicate if there's something wrong with you, the equipment, the paperwork, traffic, weather, etc. And thirdly, you must communicate when you plan to use your home time and how long you plan to be absent, so we can plan accordingly. Communication is key. You must practice safe driving habits according to road and weather conditions. Obey all road signs and avoid road raging. You have got to be kidding, you dumb piece of shit. Should you be in an accident, report accidents immediately to the safety department, and always practice go, which means go out and look. And also practice FMCSA rules and regulations. Next, we'll take a look at your duties towards our accounting department. All original documents including bill of ladings, traffic citations, warnings, violations, fuel receipts, CAT scale tickets, over-the-road mechanic invoices, lumper receipts, any type of document needs to be submitted to accounting at the end of your work week. However, you also need to submit electronic copies. Why? In case an original document gets lost, we will at least have a digital copy. These digital copies get sent to BOL at trxexpress.com, and we will train you how to use the cam scanner application so that you can submit valid copies instead of using the phone camera or taking regular pictures of the documents and sending them over. Overall, any paperwork that you submit to accounting at the end of the week needs to have an electronic copy submitted the day it happens. Our payment schedule is Monday through Monday. You'll receive a statement on Thursday and money in the bank on Friday. Accounting will get your bank information instead of the back end, so no worries about that. Our preferred fueling stations are Pilot and Flying J. Accounting will give you a fuel card that you can use at those fuel stations. If you want to fuel up somewhere else, please contact your dispatcher to make sure that it's okay to do so. Keep in mind that you'll also be given a 4-digit PIN so that you can use the fuel card, and there is a $200 cash advance limit on the fuel card. We also have a CAT scale account, so when you meet up with accounting, they may ask you for your email address so it can be added to our CAT scale account, so you can save time and money next time you weigh yourself in at a CAT scale location. We also offer good inspection bonuses, so if you've gotten a clean level 1, 2, or 3 inspection, contact the safety department to learn how much of a bonus will be added to your next paycheck. Keep in mind, there's also inspection fines. If you want to know how much your fine will be based on your failed DOT inspection, contact the safety department and they will let you know. Next, we'll take a look at your duties towards our dispatch department. Again, communication is key. Keep conversation short, simple, and respectful. You must communicate every aspect of the trucking business with your load planner, aka your dispatcher. Simply put, anything related to our equipment or whether or not the load can be completed on time, the dispatcher needs to know so we can plan accordingly. If you have any home time coming up, please let your dispatcher know. We understand that you have a life outside of the trucking business. That's why we kindly ask you to share your plans with us. Notify your dispatcher at least 2 weeks in advance when your home time is coming up and how long you intend to stay at home. This is because we run dedicated loads and our customers depend on our dedication and punctuality. So that's why we need to make the appropriate adjustments anytime a driver goes home. Plan your time accordingly. If you have any questions about the hours of service or FMCSA rules and regulation, please contact our safety department and they'll be more than happy to answer your questions. We also have an hours of service video which addresses most of the questions that our drivers have. So feel free to watch that at any time. So now let's talk about how you can reduce cargo claims at shippers and receivers. At the shipper, make sure that you inspect your tractor and trailer from the outside on both sides before you're getting loaded. Make sure that your trailer is completely empty before you're getting loaded. If the shipper allows, make sure that the load that you're getting loaded onto your trailer is not damaged by the shipper or while being loaded. If they don't allow you being on the loading dock, just wait in your truck so that your presence at the shipping dock does not cause any issues. When you're loaded, just take a picture of the load, of the bill of lading, and the unit set temp, and send it to dispatch. Make sure that your unit set temp is set to continuous and not start and stop. If necessary, secure the load with some load bars or load straps, again if the shipper allows. Make sure that the information on the bill of lading matches with the information the dispatch sent you. You're looking for the same PO numbers, bill of lading numbers, weight, pieces, pallet count, etc. Before you depart, it's important that you seal the trailer. If the shipper did not provide you a seal, stop at a truck stop and purchase some spare seals, for which you'll get reimbursed, of course, by our accounting office, and then place a seal on the trailer. Remember, put the seal number on the bill of lading. So once you have sealed your trailer and you have put in the seal number on the bill of lading, it's time to jump in your truck and locate a CAT scale so you can weigh yourself. Finding a CAT scale location is as simple as putting CAT scale into your Google Maps, click locations, and then on the map you'll see where you can go. Choose the one that's nearest to you or the one that is on your way to your destination. And you're all set. At the receiver, visually inspect your tractor and your trailer as you approach the back of the trailer. It's important to know, do not break the seal until the receiver has broken it. If the receiver doesn't break the seal and instructs you to break it, make sure that you have an attendant from the receiver present with you while you break the seal. Once they break the seal, open the doors, remove any straps or load bars if they are present. Watch them as they are unloading to make sure that the load or any of our equipment doesn't get damaged. If they don't allow you to be at the unloading dock, just go ahead and wait in your truck so we don't cause any additional issues. Do not leave the receiver until everything gets unloaded from the trailer. If the receiver says that you have been unloaded, but there are still pallets in the trailer, call dispatch immediately. If the receiver has unloaded everything from the trailer and you've gotten a signature on your bill, you can go ahead, take a picture of it using the CamScan application, and you can send it to bol@trxexpress.com. Do not leave the shipper or receiver in cases of any overages, shortages, rejections, or damages to the cargo or TRX Express equipment. If there is damage caused by the shipper or receiver during loading or unloading to the cargo, take pictures of the damaged goods, of the damaged cargo, and send them to dispatch right away. If the shipper or receiver has damaged TRX Express equipment during loading or unloading, take a picture of the damage and send it to dispatch immediately. Do not leave the shipper or receiver with damaged goods inside the trailer under any circumstance. Always check in with dispatch first. That's why it's extremely important that you perform your pre-trip and post-trip inspections so that if you see something wrong, you can call maintenance right away. Remember, load-related issues or inquiries, contact dispatch right away. Road accidents, contact safety. And anything regarding damage to the equipment, contact our maintenance department or Mike. We have a shop here at HQ and therefore would like to perform most of our mechanical issues of our equipment here in our own shop. But we do understand that sometimes bringing the equipment to the shop is almost impossible. So that's why we ask you as our driver to consult with your dispatcher where you can take our equipment so it can be fixed properly, and make sure that you hold on to these receipts so that you can submit them to accounting at the end of the week and get reimbursed in case you paid something out of your pocket. So therefore, it's extremely important that as soon as you notice that something is wrong with any of our equipment, notify Mike so we can take the appropriate steps to fix it. Do not drop damaged equipment at any of our shipping partners. The reason for that is simple. One, they might refuse to load it and therefore delay any of the load time. And two, they might load it, but then we'll have to deal with reloading that trailer and therefore delaying the load time even more. And as we all know, time in trucking business is money. And if it costs us, it might cost you. So please remember, do not drop off any damaged equipment at any of our shipping partners. So now let's talk about some yard etiquette. We have two parking yards. This one is for our bobtails only, as well as in the back. And this is our secondary trailer yard where we park most of our trailers. No worries, Mike will show you how you can get here. Sometimes you may see trailers in our bobtail parking yard. We are getting them prepped to get them fixed, or they have been fixed and are almost ready to get transported to our secondary location. Before we transport any road-ready trailers to our secondary location, this is where we do our washouts. So every time you come and would like to get a washout of your trailer, pull in, you park it here, go inside, call one of our mechanics, and they will perform the washout. Please do not perform any washouts by yourself. Now let's get familiarized with our secondary parking location. If you're going to drop a trailer, please make sure that you fuel up the reefer fuel tank before you drop it. We want to make sure that the next driver that is going to take that trailer will have enough fuel to run the next load. At this location, you'll also find trucks and trailers that do not belong to us. So it's extremely important that you watch which trailer you actually hook up to. So here's our trailer parking system. On this side of the yard, we have all our trailers that require some sort of fixing or maintenance. Usually they will have red tags on them, so do not hook a trailer that has a red tag on it. Next to the fence here, we have our preloaded trailers and the road-ready trailers, which means they'll be clean, fuel tanks will be full, and they'll be ready to hit the road, will be all the way back of the yard facing this way. If you're unsure where you need to drop a trailer, please contact Mike or dispatch just to make sure that you're dropping it at the right spot. Maybe they'll want you to drop it here. It might need some minor fixings, or you can do a washout by HQ and drop it in the back of the yard so that the next driver can hook it. We are a reefer company, and if you've never operated a reefer unit, no worries, don't panic. Mike will actually show you the ropes, so you have nothing to worry about. How do I know it's one of our trailers? It's not by the big decals that are on the side of our trailers. No, it's by the numbers on the corners of each trailer. That's how you know that the trailer is ours and that it's ready to hit the road. In this case, the trailer has a red tag, so it's not ready, meaning it needs some maintenance. But that's how you can differentiate between one of our trailers and trailers that do not belong to us. Never hook up to a trailer that doesn't have the TRX followed by numbers on the corners of the trailer. And never hook up to a trailer that also has one of those red tags. All of our trailers have two storage compartments for paperwork. One is oval, which contains the trailer registration and annual inspection, and one is rectangular, which will contain the bill of ladings. In this case, this trailer is out of service. I can tell by the red tag, but if it was a preloaded trailer, this is where you will find the bill of lading. In cases of a DOT inspection where the officer asks you to present trailer registration and annual inspection, you can go ahead and remove them from the oval compartment here at the front of the trailer. But just remember to put them back once the inspection is done. We want to make sure that the registration and annual inspection stays with the trailer at all times so that the next driver that hooks the same trailer will have them as well. And all of your truck paperwork will be in the folder that accounting will provide to you once you meet up with them. This is where you'll find all of your truck registration, your IFTA, your permits, etc. So every time a DOT officer performs an inspection, whether it is level 1, 2, or 3, you just hand them over this folder and they'll find all the necessary documentation they need. That's why you need to keep this folder in your truck at all times. Next up is our ELD system, and we currently use OmniTrax. For those of you that have used OmniTrax before, you'll notice that it's a very intuitive system. For those of you that don't know how to use the OmniTrax system, don't worry, Mike will show you how you can use it. Now, if all of this seems like a lot of information to take in, believe me, I know. It's because it actually is. That's why we have prepared for you a sheet which you can find at the back of your binder, given to you by accounting, which will have all the important information that we talked about in this video. Here are a few key points to remember. Communication is key. Remember to fuel up at Pilot and Flying J only. Send copies of all the paperwork to bol@trxexpress.com as it happens. Remember that load-related issues, you must contact dispatch immediately. Any road accidents, you must contact safety immediately. And anything that has to do with damage or maintenance of our equipment, you must contact maintenance. Always adhere to FMCSA's rules and regulations. And if you have any questions about the hours of service, feel free to contact safety right away. You'll still get a chance to meet our accounting, maintenance, and dispatch department, so they will clear up any questions that you might have. Other than that, welcome to TRX Express. We're glad to have you on our team.